welcome back to Scavenger Works. This is future me, and the intro before sucked, so welcome back. On today's video, we're working on the RV propane tank, and we'll get to the action right here. We have a large propane tank tied into the original like double pigtail apparatus with the regulator on the front of the RV. So what we did was I looked up some parts. I looked at it last night. I actually bumped the hose. I was cleaning up around there and I heard it hiss. And it's right there at the crimp swivel. And it does see sunlight, so it's probably, you know, wearing out. I temporarily tried to just swap the hoses because we're only using one of the pigtails from the large tank. And when doing so, the other side, because it's not an auto switch. If you know, on the regulator, some of them are auto switch. This one is, I believe, manual, but it was still letting some propane out. So I wrote down what we bought, because I'll forget what we did. So first we got our leak detector, which I've had, that we've used multiple times for other projects. I lost this thread sealant. Apparently it is for gas and whatnot. I don't know. I bought it a long time ago, lost it, bought another one. Ordered all this stuff last night on Amazon. And then we got on the other side, and I'll use more of these. You don't need 5 of them, but I'm gonna get rid of the other, you know, the hose whip that's on the other side, the quick change fitting, because we only use one at a time and we have a large tank. So we're gonna delete that whole system. We're still using the factory regulator from the RV manufacturer. This is just gonna plug the other side. Now, on the other side is these fittings that the hoses go to. And it's a female on that side, inverted flare. And you can buy new pigtails and this is what you would get, but I wanted just this fitting to a 1/4-inch pipe. So I did find, I was trying to figure out what these are called, quick disconnects. I was trying to figure out what the name is, but apparently it's a QCC1 with 1/4-inch male pipe thread. Now, on the housing, my fear is sometimes when your tapered pipe threads go in, that it already has a fitting in there, it might get too close to before it wants to seat, and this won't want to spin, and we run into some clearance issues. So leaving it as factory as possible at this moment, I am going to just use the 1/4-inch female MPT, and then it's a 7/16 inverted flare. So this is what I'm going to make up, and we'll put sealant on here, and then the other side is just a compression flare, so you use no sealant. So that's the goal. We already have this in from the propane supplier, and I did want to look at maybe deleting it all and just running a hose direct to the regulator, but figure keep it able to disconnect quickly in case of emergencies, things like that. We can shut the propane off immediately if need be. I'll take you out to the trailer and we'll show you what we're working with, and just show you another little project of rummaging around, scavenging. Alright, so we're at the main tank here. We got our line from the provider, and then we have our quick disconnect here, which we do have a flare fitting here. That's crimped. That wasn't an issue. Our issue was right here on this crimp, and that's our inverted flare to our pipe. But it was right here on this one. I swapped it over already, but so I think if we go this way, it might. I know when I had this off, this was still leaking, so we'll leave that on. And then if we come in, just like a propane tank, we're still using our regulator, and then it goes to the main coach line. Did I bring all the right stuff? No. Doing this quick. Got my pliers. Got 2 crescent wrenches. This. Got our first. Oh, this was a 18, I believe. Kind of an 18, not really. Put a liberal amount of sealant. No leaky leakies. All that for like $5. Maybe 7 or 8, I don't know. I black out when I have to buy this stuff. So once again, this is because this housing has already been inserted with a pipe thread. I feel like we would get too close before it wants to bite really good. This is fresh, this is fresh. Hopefully we have no issues. We'll snug this up. Okay, we're back. It's a 11/16. I had a 18 in there. I was trying to be cheap on it. And get yourself a box of rags. Box of rags, best present my wife ever gave me. I might have mentioned it before, but they work great. Get this good and tight. Good and tight. Okay. Because we're not heathens, we're gonna wipe our excess sealant off. Make it look a little pretty. A little better. Okay. Bada bing, bada boom. Now, we'll take our inverted flare, which is here. Actually, I have yonder. I know, I have the bare bones tooling, but this is in representation of maybe you're out on in the RV park and this happens. So yeah, it was leaking on the other one, but right at that crimp swivel fitting. Say goodbye to that. Now, put this guy in like butter. Get this put on. And it's a flare, so you don't gotta go crazy tight, choke up on your wrench, or use this little wrench, but and it's from China, so who knows how good the brass is from there. But that's that. We're gonna take this one completely off. We are actually going to take the hose off first. I should have brought the proper wrench. Like I said yesterday, I tried this, like just taking one off and leaving it off. I don't know why, but it still fed through this unit. And this one spins a lot freer than the other one that was leaking. Okay, now we gotta take that off, which will brace it with this one. I gotta get a nut for that. That'll look a lot nicer, and then I ain't flopping around. Oh my goodness. We might need an actual wrench. I don't have any bigger wrenches out here. Alright, we're back with a bigger wrench. Several bigger wrenches. So hopefully we can get this time. Squeeze. Oh my goodness. Not a good. Let's see if we can get it this way. break nothing. Okay, so we got our fitting. Little screen in there too. Don't forget our tools. Okay. I'm gonna get Mohs sealant in there. So my concern is, as tight as that was, how much this is gonna go in. And that's why I left that aside factory and use the inverted flare. So we got that well coated. I'll hook up our lead. Good and snug. Turn our propane on. I don't hear anything hissing. I don't smell any gas. God, this stuff is like, it ain't normal bubbly soap. I'll tell you that. It like goes everywhere. We have that on. I'll make sure nothing there. Nothing there. Some bubbles from me putting it on. This stuff will like grow. Grows bubbles. That looks good. It's allergy season. Clean up our nest a little bit. Okay, should be good now. So that's pretty much it. I'll let you know if anything worse happens, or I think we'll be good for now. And like I said, this allows us to have a quick access to take this off. We got our main tank shut off here too. And then, like I said, we took a 1/4 inch to the inverted flare fitting out, and that's this here. And so this is inverted, the inverted flare, which I was worried once again that this 1/4 inch into this, because this is female, male here, female on the hex. I was afraid that it would get too close into here if it was directly on it. So it gives us a little play. It is another leak point, but it's a quick removal. If we ever wanted to go with a different company, we could, you know, this is all theirs. Well, I think we bought this, but same concept. So how's it going, everybody? Future me for the outro of the same video, because I'm learning how to edit, and I will also give you a update on the tank. And we have no leaks still. Everything's been working fine, and the modification worked. So you get an update and an outro. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. That little bastard was leaking. Alright, got you guys set up. Oh God. And I'm gonna need the right wrench. Son of a bitch. Need the right wrench. I'll be right back.